I started my journey in hospitality, I guess, growing up. I'm Hawaiian. I grew up in Hawaii, and the pineapple is the symbol of hospitality, right? So we kind of have it in our blood to be hospitable. I didn't work in hospitality in Hawaii. I just kind of had fun and grew up and went to school. When I graduated high school, I went to California because I had some family there, and a friend of mine, I wanted a car, of course, right? Because I just graduated high school. And so I had to get a job. And a friend of mine was working at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Laguna Niguel, California. And so he said, why don't you work there? Because he worked there. So I applied for a bar back job there, and went through like 5 interviews to be a bar back, and got the job. And then I went through 4 weeks of orientation before I was even put in front of a guest. And my job there was to change the trash, polish glassware, cut fruit, and they put me through 4 weeks of orientation before I got put in front of a guest. So that was my introduction to hospitality. The hotel was 5-star, 5-diamond. It was number 3 in the world. One of the big values that we have as a company is our opportunities for our associates, and we've gotten very involved locally with the Gateway Initiative. We're proud sponsors of the Gateway Initiative, and had great success with it. It's a lot of fun. One of our big goals is to be that employer of choice, and where people seek us out and go, how can I work for that company? And getting involved with things like Gateway, the World of Opportunities events that we participated in was a blast. And it got us in front of thousands of local kids, and also continuing to build our network of businesses, whether we're in hospitality or in another business. We all came together for the good of sharing what we do with the community and getting our residents excited about staying here, right? And living here long term and working and growing here, instead of taking what we teach them and moving on, which is good for everybody. It's good for the community, it's good for the businesses, because we do have this seasonality here, certainly, where we have a high demand and lots of jobs, and then we kind of go into the off season. And so just again, having the opportunity for people to get their foot in their door, and then exposing them to what else. What else can I do with my skill set? Where else can I do it? I've recently joined the SWAPT, Southwest Alabama Partnership for Training and Employment Board, and excited to represent hospitality there, along with other workforce areas. Because again, if somebody who's working for Alabama Power is enjoying what they do, but they'd like to try something else, they can get exposed to hospitality, and vice versa. If I have a maintenance person who's kind of come up and enjoyed what they're doing, but they want to specialize in a certain area, now I have the ability to help them on that path. And the more we can do that as an employer, again, it's that rising tide that raises all boats, right? And we're part of that, pushing that up and elevating our markets and our communities. And one of the reasons I chose to join A&R Hospitality is because it's a relatively young company and growing, and I felt I could make a big impact with kind of the background of what I've been experienced in the past. The foundation for me is the culture. It's our mission, it's our values, communicating that clearly, hiring people with the right attitude who, like me, 20 years later, will still remember what our mission and values are, is kind of my goal. Because we all spend a lot of our time at work, and life is short. And to get that balance, that work-life balance, with so much going on, we want our associates to come to work. I always tell them, I want you to go home tired but not defeated, right? So that meant you worked hard, but you felt good about it. And so your time at home was your quality time at home, but your time at work was something you look forward to and are proud of. And that's really, for me, the foundation of what we do. What we do is kind of fun. We create experiences for people, certainly in our market here in Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, and in Mobile. People are coming for vacation. They're coming to have a good time. And so we're a part of that. experience. And so we should be having fun doing it too, right? And so we operate from that base, from that creating experiences, providing opportunities for all of our associates that work for us, obviously having a good financial base and return for our investors, and then in being engaged in our communities. Those are really the 4 pillars of what we set out to do as a company.